Revenge films.
My boyfriend and I are in a long-distance relationship. We finally talked about cohabitating after being together for 5 years and plan to register next spring. But after that, communication became frequent, and we had no contact for half a year. He was very busy at work with high hopes for promotions and couldn't even come home. I became doubtful of him and our future together and almost had a nervous breakdown. So, I contacted his mother, who I was quite close with. I haven't heard from Tom for 6 months. I can't believe he would make you worry before marriage. I'll talk to him. I felt a bit relieved. I was so thankful that she tried to help me and thought that everything will be alright. But the mother and son's foolish drama was too much for me, so we called off our engagement. A week or 2 has passed since. I talked to his mom, but I still haven't heard a word from him. But 3 days after that, I got a call from his mom. I wonder what's gotten into Tom. I apologize on behalf of my son, she says while crying, but every time she calls, she only says the same thing. So I started doubting her. You did tell him that I contacted you, right? How did he respond? I asked. Suddenly, her tone of voice became distinctly strange. She changed topics and sobbed. I'll listen to your story later, so please answer to my question, I said with a strong tone, to which she replied, I haven't talked to my son about that yet. I don't understand why she hasn't told Tom yet. After that, she continued to chatter. I'm not trying to ruffle his feathers by taking steps before talking to him. Don't push me. People like you, brought up by single parents, don't understand. My mother raised me up by herself. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I hung up. I waited for weeks, but hasn't even told him yet. She even told me not to rush her. I trusted her, so I couldn't believe her actions. So, I told my mom about it. She was furious and called Tom's mom. Minutes after their call, I got a call from Tom.
Mom called crying and told me that your mother threatened her. What's going on? If you have complaints about me, talk to me. I can't believe you used my mom,
he said, yelling at me. I contacted you a lot of times in the span of half a year, but you didn't even pick up. I wonder what his mom told him. It seems like after my mom scolded her, she told her son a different story. I wonder why he believed his mom's story before listening to me. It's his fault in the first place for not contacting me for half a year. He has no idea how much I waited for him and his mother to contact me. Of course I was worried because I had no clue what was happening. Tears fell before I knew it. Hearing me cry, he listened to my mom's and my side of the story. When he finally understood, he apologized several times. Late that night, we talked about what to do about our future. My mom was furious of the incident and said that she doesn't want me to marry him. And I didn't want anything to do with Tom's mom anymore. I lost trust in them, and Tom is also hopeless. All he could do was cry and apologize, and asked me to marry him as if nothing had happened. We gave each other some space to decide whether we will get married or not. I heard the sound of the interphone on the phone. It was already 1 a.m. I wondered who it was at this late hour. I then heard Tom yelling and his mom crying. It was all my fault, so please let me talk to Elise. I want to apologize to her. So, why didn't she call me herself? She's still trying to pretend to be a tragic heroine without making any sense at all. I asked Tom's mother why she didn't tell the truth. Troubles like that strengthen bonds, don't they? What did you mean when you said that my mom threatened you? Because people from the South are scary, so I thought she was threatening me. She said, making my mom into something that she's not. I didn't know she was that kind of person. I was happy that you were seeking advice from me. The longer it takes, the better I could understand the situation, and you seemed like you could handle the situation yourself, so... She continued to say things and didn't make any sense. And with all that said, it was like a reality show, so I wanted to be part of it. Oh, she's hopeless. Several days later, Tom took a paid leave to meet me. He apologized to my mom and me. My mom didn't show any signs of forgiveness while I was watching them. I received a call from Tom's mom and told her that Tom and my mom are talking. You can't just call off your engagement. I can't believe you're doing something like a scene in a movie without me, said Tom's mom. I couldn't take it anymore. Whose fault do you think this is? I yelled. Then, I felt dizzy and fell. My mom took that call and they had it out. Just like that, we settled on breaking off the engagement. To Tom's mother, it might have been like a scene in a movie. I realized that I asked for advice to the wrong person. It was Tom's fault in the first place, though. I would have realized that he was the enemy. I trusted his mother too much. But I can't tolerate the idea of turning someone's troubles to your own entertainment. My mother was furious and couldn't forgive them. So she asked for settlement money for the damage they have done. I thought it was fine, but since I resigned from work, looking forward to living together, and needing the money to start again, so we charged them for settlement money. The settlement money was paid, and Tom separated from his parent. They couldn't agree on things anymore. After everything was settled, I realized that he and I had no contact at all when he was contacting his mother. After he separated from his mother, I received a call from him.
I separated from my mom, so you don't have to see her anymore. So let's get back together.
He wanted to get back together, but I refused. Sure, his mother was the final deciding factor, but I still think I should question his mentality to lose touch with girlfriends because of work. After breaking up, I finally realized that communication is very important. So with this long-distance relationship combined with that, it's impossible to continue. He blames everything to his mom, but if he doesn't realize that it's his fault as well, he'll probably do the same thing again. We were finally thinking of getting married, so it's disheartening, but I'll stay positive and do my best to find happiness.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.